So the White House says substantial firings of federal workers has begun because of the shutdown. Now on day 10, government employee unions asking a court to put the layoffs on hold ahead of a hearing next week. Meanwhile, senators leaving D.C., House leaving D.C. for the long weekend. So don't expect anything until at least Tuesday. Both parties still blaming each other.
John Thune's strategy is to continue to do the same partisan thing over and over and over again and expect different results. That's legislative insanity.
Joining me now, Senate Majority Leader John Thune. Leader Thune, thank you very much for being here today, sir. So the rubber is meeting the road here, and we do have people starting to not get paychecks. We know that OMB put this up. The director of vote says that reductions in force have now begun. And I think some people will wonder why everybody on Capitol Hill is heading home for the long weekend when this is going on. Leader Thune.
Right, Martha. Well, I think the answer is the Democrats have to decide whether they want to deliver the 5 votes that we need to open up the government. We have 55 senators, a majority, 55 out of 100 senators. The House has passed it, sitting on the desk at the Senate. We can pick it up today and pass it, put it on the president's desk. He'll sign it into law. The government opens back up again. I think that's the question. But it does make a lot of sense to continue to sit here and have votes, repetitive votes, where we have a bill to open up the government, and every single Democrat votes against it. So, I mean, they have to think long and hard about what they're doing. And unfortunately, the consequences of this are becoming very real, very fast for a lot of federal workers. We want our troops to get paid. We want our TSA agents to get paid, our Border Patrol agents to get paid, air traffic controllers to get paid. We've made it very, very easy. It's a nonpartisan, short-term, clean, continuing resolution to keep the government open. Democrats now voted against it 7 times. Something that they voted for 13 times under Joe Biden when he was president and Chuck Schumer was the majority leader in the Senate. This is a routine thing. What they've decided to do is hijack it. And they've consistently now 7 straight times voted it down.
Well, a senior Democratic aide told CNN that as long as public perception is in their favor, the party will not concede short of, quote, planes falling out of the sky. I don't think that's comforting to a lot of people. And here's Joe Scarborough this morning on how he sees this. Want to get your take on this, Leader Thune.
People out there aren't going like, oh, it's a clean CR. It's like, oh, my God, oh, Democrats are not supporting these continuing residents. That's not what they see. Republicans own Washington, D.C. This doesn't get better. Their hand is on the hot stove. Like, you can think that you can work through that pain. I've been there. You cannot.
What do you say to that, Leader Thune?
Well, the difference this time around is with the House, the Senate, the White House, the President, we are all united. We all have the same position, and that is to open up the government. And you can call it whatever you want. You can call it a continuing resolution, you can call it a funding bill. The truth of the matter is it's sitting at the desk right now in the Senate, and all it takes is 5 Democrats. We have 55 senators, a majority of United States senators. It takes 60 in the Senate, meaning that we have to have 5 Democrats cross over to vote with us. But the consequences of this, Martha, are becoming very real to the American people, as you pointed out. And I think what the Democrats have concluded is that they think this is a political game. I mean, the statement that Chuck Schumer said or made yesterday or the day before to the press about this gets better for us every day. Yeah. I mean, that is a cynical statement. And honestly, they ought to be ashamed. Because this is a real thing for a lot of families across this country that could be completely eliminated. All they simply have to do is vote for the bill that's right at the Senate desk. All we need is 5 of them right now to get it done.
So let me play this because I'm sure you saw Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that she is concerned about health care and she would like this to be an issue on the table. Here she is yesterday. Watch.
I'm not putting the blame on the president. I'm actually putting the blame on the speaker and Leader Thune in the Senate. This should not be happening. We control the House, we control the Senate, we have the White House. I've been vocal saying, you can use the nuclear option in the Senate.
So that's a Republican calling to end the filibuster. We've heard it from Democrats as well. I think their motivations are a little bit different in this. But what do you say to that when you say we have the House, we have the Senate, we have Congress, but that nuclear option is on the table if you want to just reopen the government?
Martha, if you will remember, the Democrats, every single Democrat, with the exception at the time of Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, voted to get rid of the filibuster. And every single one of them today, if they had that same opportunity, would vote to keep the legislative filibuster because it's situational for them. I mean, this is the ultimate hypocrisy. And we've been consistent. The filibuster is something that protects the minority in the United States Senate. It enables us to work in a constructive bipartisan way to get things done. And it's just something that we're not going to do. But we don't have to do it. All we have to have are 5 courageous Democrats with backbone who are willing to cross the far left activist groups who are calling the shots, and they're dancing to their tune, and just come up here and vote to get the government open. It's that simple. I mean, this isn't a complicated thing. The Democrats are trying to throw health care into it. Honestly, we want to have that conversation about health care. And I think there's an opportunity to do that, but you can't do it while you're holding the government and the American people hostage.
Is there a way? I got a couple questions. You talk about 5 Democratic senators. Any sign that they're coming over anytime soon? Are you seeing them budge? Is there any movement?
We'll see. I mean, not yet, but there have been some conversations. But I think, again, they are hearing from the far left activists. Their leaderships are running scared from their far left. They have this big protest rally in town a week from tomorrow. And we've been told, at least, that they don't want to do anything because they don't want to tick off all these groups that are coming to town to protest. So, you know, this is about politics for them. For us, this is real to the American people, which is why we've been voting consistently to try and get the government opened up again.
Yeah. What is the White House message to you? I know the president has been very complimentary of you and your handling of this situation and of Mike Johnson. But at some point, I would imagine President Trump's going to want to see this move in your direction.
Well, look, I think the president, and to give them credit for this, you know, for 10 days now, they have held off on making hard decisions with regard to agencies and departments and moving money around and deciding what gets prioritized and what doesn't, and which employees are essential and get paid and which don't. Those are all hard decisions, and the Democrats have put the administration in that position. But for 10 days, they have resisted making any decisions like that. They're now going to be forced to make those kinds of decisions, and that's really unfortunate. But I think the president, like us, just wants to see the government opened up again, made that abundantly clear, and has, I think, indicated, as I have consistently, that we can have the conversation about health care. The Democrats are asking for $1.5 trillion in new spending. They're asking for free health care for non-citizens in their counter proposal. Those are not things that are going to go anywhere. It's not serious. We have in front of them a serious proposal to open up the government. They just simply need to take it, and then let's go to work on health care.
Well, everybody's watching this. Just a last quick question. What do you say to those people who are going to not get their paychecks when they ask, why is Congress still getting their paychecks?
Right. Well, and that's unfortunately, call your Democrat congressman or woman, your Democrat senator, and just ask them to do the right thing here for them and for their families, and that is vote to open up the government.
Leader Thune, thank you very much. Obviously, everybody will be watching this over the weekend. I guess there's no action over the weekend expected, but when everybody gets back on Tuesday, thank you very much, Leader Thune. Always good to see you, sir. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.